Okay, so here we are going to assemble a Brooklyn blanket chest. The first thing to do is to lay out all of your parts. All of this would have come in the package. And what I've done here is I've laid out the map of New York and Brooklyn. And the way that the box works, if this is the top, the map is going to wrap around the sides on all four sides. So I have it laid out like that. And it just helps you to understand where you're going next as you're building the box. So what we're going to do is break the construction into several steps, and the first step is going to be building the base and the side walls of the box. So first thing we're going to do is build the base. What I've done here is I have simply screwed on the casters to the panel that would have pilot holes in each corner to receive the casters. So I went ahead and did that to save time for the video. Now I place this base down. All walls of the cabinets are comprised of a sandwich. So we're going to have a bottom panel and a top panel on all walls. And we're going to do the same thing here. So with the base, we start with a corner bracket in each corner. And once you have those in place, we're using a connector bolt and a connector nut to secure all of the fasteners. And what you want to do in the beginning is just hand tighten very loosely all of these connections, and later in the process when we're finished with the box, we'll go back and we'll tighten everything up. It just makes it easier to get everything to fit if we don't tighten them too much in the beginning. So one nice thing about this construction is a lot of repetition, but it's easy. There's one fastener, one method, and it's pretty mindless. What I'm doing here on these center holes is I'm inserting an L bracket, and there's going to be 4 of them in the base. You just slide them in, line up the holes, and hand tighten bolt through the same way as the corner brackets. Turn the base around. So once I have the base completed, as so, we're going to start with the interior panels of the box. One thing you want to do is locate a panel that has the mortise holes or the pilot holes, excuse me, on one side, and I've gone ahead and attached these hinge plates. The lever side of the hinge plate points down. So once you do that, we're going to set it in place like so. We have another just plain panel that we're going to set in place. And then on the sides of the blanket chest, we have these frame panels, and I'll explain why they're framed in a little bit. And they just slip in here on the sides. Like so. And there we have the inner frame. The way the box works is to apply the exterior panels to complete the sandwich, and that's what I'm going to do. So I can start here with my layout of the map, and I know that this will be one of my sides. What I need to do at the top of the box is there's also going to be an L bracket. Okay, so I like to start with one corner, line it up, then we just go around to all the corners here and hand tighten our fasteners. And in the center as well. One thing that's a little different on the center of the blanket chest side is up here. Since there are no fasteners, we need a spacer plate, and that looks like this. And it just fishes through the sand in the middle of the sandwich. Same thing with a loose tightening. And this bolt here goes in, and then we can let this spacer plate fall down in place. Okay. At this point, it's just repetition, and we'll do the same thing on the sides that we did, or on the ends as we did on the sides. We have another L bracket. These go in the corner. Push that through. There's several ways to do this. I'm just watching me do it the way I like to do it. But as long as you end up with the brackets in the corners and the sandwich panels, it'll work.
Hello? Yes, it is.
Okay, so we have an end panel, and we have a side panel, and then all we do is we repeat the same steps for this side and the other end, and that's how we build the base and the side walls, the blanket chest, and I will be back to show you how to build the lid.